The champ is here. Andy Ruiz Jr. Unbelievable. I watched it. Couldn't believe it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I wish I had known that you had the hand speed like that against Joshua, because the odds were unbelievable for you.
Unbelievable.
You were like 11, 12 to 1 underdog.
Everybody that betted on me, they're making a fortune right now.
Have you talked to anybody who actually bet on you?
Actually, my whole family betted on me.
Stop.
I wanted to bet, but I kind of didn't want to jinx the stuff, you know. Of course, I had confidence that I was going to win, but I didn't want to put some money in and do all that. But my parents won like $10,000.
Shut up.
Seriously? Each one. My little brother won like $7,000.
So they were convinced you were going to win.
Uh-huh.
That's an old Floyd Mayweather trick, I think.
Yeah.
He used to go to the casinos and put huge bets on himself before fights. I was like that. It's one of my mottos, too. Bet on yourself.
Maybe I should have done that, too, huh?
Well, you wanted this fight. That was one of my favorite things about it. Who was the guy who fell out because he failed a
Gerald
PED test?
Miller.
Yeah, so he falls out, and you're like pushing for the fight. Talk about the stuff you did.
What do you know? I ended up winning Alexander Dmytrenko. It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy, but we got him out there. We got him out and in the 5th round. So there's more hype of the Anthony Joshua fight, and they're like, man, Andy, if they call you right now, would you take it? I was like, hell yeah, man. I just got done fighting like a few minutes ago, but I'll go back straight to the gym, and if they give me the opportunity. So 2 days later, I'm at home with my wife, with my kids, and I just messaged, hey, what the heck, I'm going to message Eddie Hearns. Hey, Eddie, give me the opportunity, man. I could do better than all the other guys that you have lined up for AJ. Let me do it, man. I have these Mexican people behind me, and what do you know? He wanted to meet up. He wanted to talk, and that's how it all started.
So you take this fight. You have
a month and
5 weeks?
I have a month and a week.
How long does it take to recover from the last fight physically? At least a week, right? Or do you go right back in your training?
You know what? I was more sore and more tired for when I fought Alexander Dmytrenko than the Anthony Joshua. But
that felt like a dig.
Yeah. But I was of course I was tired and all that, but luckily I wasn't hurt, you know. If the fight would have been like a 10-rounder,
yeah,
because that's what it was. It was a 10-rounder fight, but I got him out of there in 5th round. So I thought it was perfect, you know. It was a perfect moment, perfect opportunity. I just got done fighting, and I'm fighting again. So we jumped from one camp to another camp, and I thought it was perfect. I felt ready.
And the thing with you is, you get getting compared to Rocky Balboa, and there's a couple similarities, obviously, where you get called in last minute, they need an opponent for the champ, all that stuff. But the thing is, like, you were talented. Like, Top Rank targeted you, and you were there for a while. Like, you weren't somebody that was just this journeyman dude. You know, it seemed like the diehard boxing people were at least like, this isn't like a rollover match. This isn't like a last minute person.
Actually, the people that really know about boxing and they know the ability that I have, and they seen me fight with other heavyweights, you know, good heavyweights, they know the ability that I have. And I think those are the people that were kind of scared, like, oh my God, he's gonna fight Anthony Joshua. They all told Eddie Hearns, you know what, this is gonna be an exciting fight. I don't think you should pick this Mexican guy. He's gonna go in there to kill, you know. So
the first 2 rounds, what are you seeing? What are you feeling?
And the Anthony Joshua fight, I was kind of sizing him up. I was doing what my coach was telling me. I worked the body, I worked the head.
And you're feeling good. You're moving around. You're bouncy.
I was feeling good. I was feeling light. Throwing some combinations, and until we hit to the 3rd round, you know.
You didn't catch him at all in the first 2 rounds, though, right? It seemed like a feeling out.
Yeah, it was like a feeling out.
So 3rd round, it's on.
Round,
he tags you early.
The 3rd round, he tagged me early. He got me with the upper hook. I fell to the canvas. I took like a few seconds, you know, just to recover really fast, because usually a lot of people that get knocked down by the first time, they get up right away and they're like, oh, dizzy. So I kind of did a mature thing, and I kind of waited until he counted to 6, 7, so I could get some air, and I got up, and I knew he was going to try to finish me off.
But you'd never been down before, so had you even been down like in
sparring,
practice? Nothing.
Nope. Nothing. Not even street fights, and I've been in a lot of street fights. Right. And not in nothing. It was a
because that's you're
shot.
famous for your jaw.
clean shot until I put my pants up and I said, you know what, I got to return the favor. And I did it not just one, but 2 times in the third round.
I mean, it was insane because it seemed like he was just watching it, knowing nothing, watching it live. It seemed like he was like 2 more punches away from you going down again.
Mm-hmm.
And then you snuck in this sneaky one on the top of his head,
his
which I didn't even
temple.
see it live. And then like 2 punches later, he was kind of stumbling. It's like, wait a second, what's going on? And all of a sudden he was down.
I got him with that clean hook in his temple. I think ever since, I didn't think he recovered from that.
I don't think
shot.
he did either. Yeah.
He didn't recover. I feel I could have got him out of there sooner, but I think I was just taking my time, just trying to be cautious and not to be smart.
I was really impressed by that watching in the moment because so many times when this happened, the guy then he's just. But you were actually like kind of taking your time, waiting, and then
Taking
like with
my
10
shot.
seconds left, you got him again.
Mm-hmm.
And if that round went 30 more seconds, it's over.
Yep.
But at that point, it seemed like you had the thing. 4th round, you can't finish him. It seems like he was getting his legs back a little bit, but something was off.
I had to continue to pressure him, continue to follow him, let him throw while I'm catching his shot as well, you know,
Yeah.
and work the body. Some of the stiff jabs that I throw to the body, if it's really effective, you know, and
Yeah.
I think he felt those as well.
He doesn't really have the jab yet to keep somebody like you off because once you had your distance and you kept coming and he couldn't just like keep you at bay because he doesn't really have that jab yet.
I think once
You just stayed inside him.
When you fight somebody with speed, it's kind of hard to throw something because you keep thinking like, oh my God, if I throw this, he's gonna come back with like 3-4 other punches.
Yeah.
So I think he was thinking a little bit too much. I think I was thinking a little bit too much as well, but you know, I stayed composed and I stood my ground and I got him with a lot of good shots.
And then 7th round.
7th round, I didn't think he wanted to continue. I think the referee was kind of babying him a little bit, you know, because once he's on the floor and they're still counting, he still had to be counting because he was like going over here. He didn't even know what he was doing.
I knew it was over because he spat his mouthpiece out before he got up.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it intentionally. It wasn't like it fell out of his mouth. He actually spat it out, and I think the ref missed it. But when he did that, I was watching with my wife and my son, who was going nuts, and I was like, "He's done. He just spat his mouth." When you do that, you've given up. And then he just seemed like he was in his corner, like he kept looking to his dudes, like,
What the fuck?
"You gonna stop this? Hey, I'm not going. I'm not going back out there, right?" And wasn't listening to the ref, and that was it. You must have sensed. You must have known.
I think I already had my hands this when he was already going to stop it. And at first I was like, man, what the hell? What is he doing? But after he was looking at his team, and I was just like, yeah, man, I fucking got it. I got it, man. I got it. Everybody was booing me. Everybody.
And then it flipped.
Yep, it flipped. And
People were rooting for you.
Exactly. So
I thought it was like
it's
Rocky
crazy.
IV when the Russian crowd starts cheering for Rocky midway through the fight.
When he fights over there in Russia.
And the announcers are like, now they're cheering Balboa. It's like, probably not. But it actually, this was kind of the real version of
Some
this.
were cheering, but a lot of them were shocked. They were quiet. They were like, whoa, what the heck just happened? I've been through a big roller coaster, dude, for my whole professional career. A big roller coaster. And now that I'm here visualizing everything that I wanted and now everything becoming true.
You just like black out? Do you even like remember what's going on?
At times, you know.
You just be like, no, that 10 seconds after you realize you're going to win, it must just like go black.
It did.
I can't even imagine how you'd remember it.
I don't know. I was just screaming. That's all I could remember. I was screaming, jumping. It was just an amazing feeling.
There's a rematch clause, but you're in control of what happens with it.
I'm in control of what happens.
Good.
They wanted to take it over there, but I want to keep it here in the United States or take it to Mexico, where all my people will be there.
I don't know if this fight being in Mexico, that might be too crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird how he handled the aftermath of that fight, too. The whole thing was weird. Spinning out the mouthpiece was weird. How, like, happy he was for you after. I've never seen that with... I mean, it was a great sportsmanship, but it was also, like... I kind of wanted him to be madder that he lost. And he just seemed like genuinely happy for you.
I
It was
just-
just a weird vibe.
I just feel like he was embarrassed. Like, man,
Yeah.
I just got beat up by this fat little kid. What the heck? And in the interview, he was saying, man, I prefer it would have been Wilder to knock me down instead of Andrew Ruiz, but it's his night, so
He said that?
he said that on the
That's
on the
insulting.
interview. Yeah,
I'd file that one away for later in the year.
yeah, but you know this chubby kid got him.